Yeah, so I think one of the things that we talk about when we do this sort of work is the flip. So the idea of the flip is where the citizens take control of the development direction of their community, and they move on from this thing about the local government is making the decisions of what we're doing. But the other side of that flip is the citizens also take control of investing in the development of their areas.
Welcome to the Fremantle Fibonacci Centre. This is going to, as you can see, it's an extremely informal event, you know. So we're just planning out a whole lot of different ideas about creating a precinct. Now we have this massive potential of, you know, now that the whole Row 8 things is off the agenda, we've got this massive potential to create something really unique on a world scale.
My role and line of work is marketing and communications. So I work at an agency called Detail. You know, I've worked with Michael Petroni of Space Agency Architects before and heard about the Knutsford development, and yeah, just fell in love with the area. I love tough question. I think two things came to mind straight away, if I'm honest. One is the people, and the other is the unique fabric of the area. So I do think all of the warehouses are very important, and I think.
Okay, so it's basically a development model, which is trying to take away some of the power from developers and hand it back to the people who are going to live in the building. And it's how you come up with a sustainable, environmentally sustainable, financially sustainable, and a socially sustainable model, which is going to be inclusive for everyone and try to really add something rather than just be about, you know, making high-end apartments for Fremantle.
What we're about is trying to create a space that helps members of our community, artists, etc., be able to come together and work to learn new skills. 1,000 square metres of workshop space, metal shops, woodworking bays, etc., and we build some large-scale sculptures. We've got an event on Bathers Beach on the 3rd of November called Kraken, which we run as a co-hosted event with the City of Fremantle. There'll be market stalls and events, and it culminates in the evening with a large bonfire where we release the Kraken and it attacks and burns whatever we've built for that year.
So I've been working in not-for-profit for quite a while, working with community groups and trying to get the community engaged and involved with the environment. I'm really interested in greening this area and I guess collating everybody's idea about how we can make it a green space, how we can make it a friendlier space, a shadier space, and making a corridor of native vegetation.
We're over on Wood Street. And
we live right next door.
Right next door, don't we? Yes.
And what makes this place unique for you?
Because there's not as much houses, lots of rubbish stores.
Unique for me. I couldn't live anywhere else but Fremantle.
One of the things that we've identified as well is at a community level, we've seen that master planning has moved to a new term called community planning now. So we really activate and work a lot with the community. And then we've identified an opportunity to help communities bring in clean technology infrastructures into their development.
So Brad, thank you so much for taking time out today, seeing as life does get very busy for you, so appreciate your support of this community. What would you like to see emerge in this area?
Actually, one of the very first things I did when I got on council was this area was actually being proposed to be redeveloped, it's called. And at the time, the proposal was just to carve it up into single lot residential for McMansions. And I remember speaking to the mayor at the time and the other councillors saying, surely we can do better than this. I mean, this is one of those last areas you actually do something a bit more creative with. So we actually, back then, changed the structural plan and what was quite ambitious thinking back then, you know, changing two-storey housing into potentially 3- and 4-storey apartments was very radical in 2005, much less so now. I think what is exciting is that the vision and the ambition for this precinct has evolved and changed over time. I actually think that it's good that it's taken longer because we're starting to see, I think, some potential for a really exciting outcome. It isn't just going to be standard housing. Ultimately, everything that happens in local government only happens because people want it. I mean, to be honest with you, There can be leadership from us, but that is so much easier to achieve if you've got that grassroots, bottom-up kind of push saying about what people want. And I reckon some of the best things that we've done on council have been community-driven. I mean, I think so. And what I think with this precinct is always been a real sense of it's got a really clear identity and keep its difference, its authenticity. So for me, I think that's really exciting, and that also means that it's more challenging because local governments all the time we carve stuff up, sell it off, and develop it. That's the easy bit. Doing something that's not just that, and a bit more creative, and a bit more interesting, and a bit more diverse, a bit more sustainable, and a bit more live, work, and play all in one spot is harder, but it's worth it.